This piece on memories of past lives is taken from Theosophy Simplified by Irving S Cooper. Memories of Past Lives, read by Dave Marsland of Cardiff Theosophical Society. An objection frequently made to the idea of reincarnation is that if we have lived before, we would have memories of the past. The argument, which the objector has in mind, runs something like this. We remember whatever we have experienced. We have no memories of past lives, therefore we have not lived before. This reasoning is exceedingly faulty because it leaves out of account that physically we forget experience more than we remember it. How many of us can remember exactly what we did and said 12 years ago this day? Not one. How many of us can remember everything we did last week or even yesterday? Major events, yes, but not details. Why? Because the memories have been lost forever? No, only because the physical brain cannot recall them. If we are thrown into a hypnotic trance state by a psychologist, we can easily be helped to recall everything we have done in the past. The extent to which we are able to recover these old memories depending on the depth of the trance. This is absolute proof that every one of us possesses millions of memories of which the physical brain has no recollection whatsoever. Obviously, the argument advanced against reincarnation is not sound, for there may exist a deep layer of our consciousness in which adhere the memories of other lives on earth, memories entirely unknown to the waking consciousness. This at least is the statement of theosophical investigators, and their conclusions are borne out by numerous experiments in hypnotic regression in which memories of past lives have been found to agree with facts about the era in history of the supposed incarnation. Further, it should not be forgotten that some people do remember their past lives, at least in part, and in making this statement we do not have in mind those persons who imagine themselves to have been Antony or Cleopatra or some other romantic character. Children frequently have glimpses of other lives and strive to tell us of them, but we laugh and call them fancies, and the child soon forgets, especially as it grows older and the brain tissue becomes less plastic to far memory, as it has been called. Ian Stevenson, psychiatrist from the University of Virginia, has made careful studies and verified many cases of this type. Reincarnation is not an endless process, any more than we go to school all our life. It ceases when we have learned all the major lessons this world can teach us and we have reached the stage of perfection. Then we are ready to assume the greater duties and commence the wider work for which our education in the world school has fitted us. For just as we go forth into the world after our school days are over, so do we venture into a larger field after our many lives on earth are ended. The analogy is exact.